Toda vez. Fala galera, bem-vindos. É hoje. Hoje a gente termina o jogo. A história principal, né? Lembrando que quem tá olhando aí na tela, o meu jogo é a versão completa, então tem a DLC, o Frozen Wilds. E ou hoje mesmo, ou na semana que vem, eu vou jogar a DLC. Bora lá! Eu esqueci de mexer no Streamlabs. Lembrando, né? Já estou com o traje Tecelã Escudeira. Eu fui pegar o traje antes de continuar explorando a ruína na última live. E agora a gente vai lá. Ai, ai. Chega nessa parte fica sempre escuro, eu achei isso hilário. Aí eu erro o caminho também. Ai caramba, é aqui mesmo. Ali ó. Que horror, deve ser pisando nessa água gelada. Opa.
Snow haze, white as bone. That thought got dark.
Pensa numa mulher pessimista às vezes. Opa, aqui. Ah, tá. Tá um susto esse salto dela. Agora vai. Ah, tá tremendo de frio, tadinho. Aqui eu já tinha pego tudo, né? Opa! Eu acho que aqui embaixo também. Isso. Eu fui ali buscar a bateria. Só conferir. Ela desce isso, ela desce na beirada. O que tem ali? Fiquei curioso agora. Aí eu descendo da forma mais difícil. Peraí, vai. Aqui tava a bateria. Ela não sobe aqui. Nem aqui. Só tomar cuidado pra onde eu tô pulando. Oxi. Hum. Bom, se tiver alguma coisa ali, eu vou ter que descobrir outra forma de chegar depois. Ai, tem como subir. O problema é essa parte aqui. Vamos agarrar aqui. Pronto. Se for uma forma de sair daqui também, que eu não saiba. Ali. Não dá pra saber exatamente como chegar ali. Outra hora eu descubro. Se alguém aqui já jogou souber, conta aí. Hã? O lugar que eu já tava aqui. Ah.
Guess that's my way across. Don't think, Aloy. Just do it.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Outras formas de descer o local, entendi.
Glad that's over.
Pera aí, filha, acabou nada não. A gente vai investigar aqui primeiro, tá achando que... Será que ele... Aham. Então, peraí. Pode esperar agora.
Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
Interessa, a gente chegou aqui embaixo pra ver o que tem. Era só isso? Ah, é. Uma inutilidade. É, uma queda nem tanto, hein?
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Pra descer. Eu vou aqui, ó. Eu falei. Marcoxinho. E aqui. Nada aqui também. Não tinha nada nesse quarto. E nada ali pro canto. Mas aqui tem. Aqui, ó. Charles Ronson. Deixa eu ver. Eu fico meio assim quando eu passo no lugar, não vejo nada. Mas tá bom, né? Você tá falando que não tem, então não tem. Subindo.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Você falou é verdade. Ponto de acesso. Eu perdi um textinho ali, um áudiozinho. Depois vir aqui de novo vai ser um saco.
Elizabeth. What is this?
Uma porta fechada. Vou examinar lá assim, filho. Depois que examinar aqui. Ah, desviou que não tem nada. Olha aqui já.
This is Charles Rodson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside.
Oh.
I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
Caraca.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
É. Tem coisa pra lá.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Aí eu teria que ir por aquela porta, mas eu vou por essa aqui primeiro. Tem coisa aqui. Olha. O que ficou? Poção. Deixa eu ver o diário. Opa! Tá começando a ficar mais completo. Tem só mais um ponto de holograma e 4 textos. Ó, se eu não resolvo checar. Sabia que tinha coisa pra cá. Olha. Ah, tudo tem pra frente. Opa.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored. You found the control room.
I'm on my way.
Opa. Aham. Tá, é por aqui. Putz. Era. Aqui. Subi pelo lado errado, mas subi. Aproveitar que eu cheguei aqui só um pouquinho. Ah, tá. Agora eu sei onde eu tô. Ai, todos morreram aqui.
What?
Por que todos morreram
When
aqui?
I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
Oh, shit.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance?
Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. What I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. if we're willing to sacrifice.
It doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture!
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Hunting atmosphere.
De fado miserável. Ele foi responsável por tudo. Por isso Hades é o que é.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
Ai, pé de fado. Puta merda, viu? Eu ia ver o negócio aqui. No final, até de falar é o verdadeiro vilão da história.
The Master Override. That's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it. Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
Keep holding, keep holding.
Aí, voltando à oficina do Silence. Caraca. O cara matou, mano, quase 3.000 anos de história, ou mais.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the Eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the Eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's a code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus. Recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jew.
So you thought it was a titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
É, sabedoria às vezes pode ser uma maldição.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot with my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus, and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
Oh, mal de ali. Opa! Vamos lá então. Falta um pontinho de acesso de áudio. Ali. Agora os textos de missão faltam 4.
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Derval, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
Meridiana? Sim, Meridiana. Ai, um pontinho de habilidade só. Ops. Nem... Não chegou nenhuma mensagem nova.
Dress a bit too fancy. Please make a place in the Sunday for the Oscar.
Os arquivos de texto são diários sendo reparados. Putz, será que Apolo foi decidido mesmo? Aí é coisa do... Eu acho que só vou descobrir no Forbidden West, né? Se não for Gaia, sei lá, não fez um backup.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
and have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Have you spoken to Blameless Murad?
Not yet, but I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
Alright.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival.
Now that you've rescued Prince...
Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Então vamos para cada um dos locais.
Talana Khan Padish, Sunhawk of the Hunter's Lodge. She does her house proud.
Arrested too for disorderly conduct last night. You don't
Hey,
want to know
just
what they were doing.
polish that armor? Who's it?
Of course. Lucky.
Isn't that a little...
What?
nothing?
Out with it, woman.
You forget I said anything. You look very dignified.
Thank you.
And shiny. Very shiny.
Petra!
Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Osram, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring forges. So I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Opa.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did. It hits nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow. Range is good. Try the next. See? That'll knock a machine on its ass, ancient or no. With these, I think we could hold off an army.
Opa, a mensagem não chegou aqui, não apareceu. Pera aí que eu vou só ver. Fala, Digão. Tá quase já. Eu tô nos preparativos da missão final já. Ok. E isso são pessoas? São pessoas.
You know that I appreciate your help, Petra. This battle, I don't know what's gonna happen.
We'll see each other again, I know it. Next time could be the time I'll convince you to stick with the free heap.
Petra, you know
I do. Always had a weakness for restless girls, though.
Opa, deixa eu abrir aqui de novo, que agora vai aparecer o chat certinho também. Então, já é a missão, já é o início da missão final, né, Diegão? Que agora eu vou enfrentar os verdadeiros inimigos da história, né? No meio do caminho a gente acabou fazendo altas descobertas da história.
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Luther?
As many as I have to.
I love it when you say things like that. It's so...
What?
cheerful.
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nor at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts.
Eu acho que eu não vou precisar, mas tudo bem.
When you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
Prince Edaman has returned to Meridian.
Oh, caixinha de suplemento. Não preciso disso agora. Opa! Mais um diário reparado.
My duty is to guard. I don't get involved in...
Oh!
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
So I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
Digam, pesado o áudio se você parar, né, pra pensar.
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier, but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the low gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but... what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vanasha. She delights in goading me. Like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it. Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadow shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
Quem mais que tá aqui que é de conhecido?
How did he get so close to the Sun King? The Oseram guard would be burning in their shadows whatever it is.
Vai ser batalha forte isso aqui.
Elita, I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
I'm helping prepare for the battle. If a Thrall were here, we would have fought together. I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting herbs. Anything that makes a difference.
Eu espero que eu tenha feito todas as missões secundárias e todas as tarefas.
Nothing can take his place. But I'm here for him. For both of us.
I understand what it was he saw in you.
He'll always be with me. Sun and shadow still meet for a moment. Every dawn and dusk. I should give you this. To help in the battle. By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Elita. Be safe.
There's a guard under the last king.
Oh, poçãozinha. Tebre.
I'll wager Erend is
Na
behind
Coa, Geneva.
Caraca.
Se precisar alguém pegar a arma aqui, já sei como. Vem a galera toda.
That's a nice spear.
Geneva, they called you back to duty.
So, you're the one behind all this commotion. Who made Sun King Avad finally show his sword arm from behind those robes?
A king can be fierce and fair, Geneva. He's a good man.
A smart man, too. He had Murad offer all my prisoners a royal pardon if they'd fight for Meridian. The whole motley lot of them agreed. Didn't take much convincing.
With your kind of convincing, I don't doubt it.
Ha! This time I went easy on them. Those who commit the crime of attacking Meridian, they'll see less of my lenient side. May the sun blaze at your back, Aloy.
Nakoa, you came to fight.
How could I not? During the Red Raids, there was only one Karja Butcher the Nora feared more than Zaid.
Helis.
I would stand against any army he leads, no matter how strong. For the Nora he terrorized, for myself, and for my father.
We'll stop him. You have my word.
Your word means a lot, especially now. Because of you, I hear the sacred land is opened. If we win, I can go home. It'll be good to see Jan again. I'm with you, Aloy. Until the end.
Falta alguém daqui? Tebe. Tem outros postos, né? Tem outro posto de batalha. Que é pra lá que eu vou agora.
What to do with him?
Piores.
But he tried to kill our Sun King.
Some Oseram girl applied to the city guard the other day. Amazing.
Pra cá. Eu acho que eu fiz realmente todas as missões secundárias e tarefas. Senão, eu acho que essa é a hora de ir atrás. Oh, tá quase terminando os arquivos. No caminho certo. Pra cá, né? Você.
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army? Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
É, tá aparecendo bastante gente das missões e tarefas que eu fiz. São pessoas que a Aloy acabou ajudando no meio da história, né? Talana.
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
Não aparece se tem alguém aqui embaixo.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These guards are in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
O ambiente todo preparado para a guerra.
Greetings,
Var.
Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called anointed either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
Papo estranho esse. Quem que tá ali?
O great sun, how does your gaze fall? In approval or approach?
Naman, I should have known if there was going to be a sun priest here, it would be you.
And if the Sun King had allowed Outlanders to set foot upon the Alight, this Aloy could only be you. I wish the circumstances were different. Or that the Psalms of the Sun could give you peace of mind. But if you'll allow me one pontification...
Go ahead.
You've shown strength and compassion. Our enemies only a desperate hate. Both sides claim the blessing of the sun. But the sun that I pray to, it would bestow it upon yours.
You know, Naman, I'm already under some pretty heavy divine pressure, but I'll try to live up to it.
Tribes united against Shadow. How could that not be the sun's will?
Deve ter uns negócios perdidos por aqui que eu não sei. Eu vou ter que dar uma boa olhada depois.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Karja. Karja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Karja, how tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys dressed like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
And let's not get cocky, boys. Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
That's big.
O que você tá comendo aí?
It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron. Ursa would be proud.
De boa, querido. Eu tava jogando, né? Tava fazendo live. Eu assisti mais cedo hoje. Opa, eu aperto sempre o botão errado, acostumado com os controles do Genshin. Ai meu Deus. Eu espero que tenha vindo todos a galera das missões opcionais. Será que eu deixei alguma missão pra trás? Espero que não. Tudo que era tarefa que aparecia pra mim eu fiz. Senão aí eu sou obrigado a jogar New Game Plus mesmo. Todos os arquivos de texto. Missões. Eu creio que não haja mais nenhuma missão secundária a ser feita. Nenhuma tarefa. Então, vamos lá. Pra cá.
Owen's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
Espero que não. Vai. Enfim. No momento que ele vai acordar, é a missão final.
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you? How did you rest after you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Todos os aliados conseguiram.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Ela finalmente estava dormindo. O Avad é muito pálido.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
But it's not with smoke.
And what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Olha, Meridiana! O mapa vai mudar muito de forma agora. Rapaz! Eu tenho munição pra tudo isso?
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says!
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire!
Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
Oh, caramba!
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
Aê! É treta!
You have vexed me long enough.
Should have fought me in the sun ring then.
Why do you fight?
Ai, meu traje!
Accept it. Accept your weakness.
He's quick.
Try it out!
Only ends this night,
Eu não posso deixar eles me acertarem.
Meridian must run red to be cleansed.
Ai, meu trajezinho. Se eles não morrem?
If the Deathbringers keep firing, this bridge will go.
Corre, Aloy, corre, 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 corre. Errou!
Blocked again.
Morre, filho da mãe.
He's quick. Bridge can't take much more of this.
Vem cá, vem cá, vem cá, vem cá, vem cá, vem cá.
Locked again.
Ai, caraca. Ai, meu traje.
It's giving way.
Ferrou.
What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down.
I am chosen. You came from nothing.
Ai, meu traje.
You will die on nothing. A savage cannot understand destiny.
Ai, o golpe dele foi bem forte, caraca.
I am chosen. This was not meant to be.
Nada disso era pra ter
None of this
acontecido.
was meant to be. Listen. You made it happen. Followed your orders, butchered so many, and for what? To die on your knees, used like a pawn by a power you don't even understand.
You pity me?
Turn your face to the sun.
Ela vai executá-lo de qualquer maneira. Rápido e indolor. Oh! Por que você subiu servente chão pra mim? Bom, esse não dá pra te pegar mais nada, ele... já era. Caquinhos.
No room.
Pera, dá sim. Pobre lanceiro, morreu em batalha. O que tem aqui?
Looks good.
Por onde que eu desço? Vou ter que descer, né? Deixa eu só ver ali o negocinho. Eu acho que tinha aquilo ali pra mim pular de uma ponte pra outra. Oh!
Got too much already.
Partiu botar fogo nas máquinas.
Where do you need me?
Take up a can on the platform.
It's taking a shot at me. incoming. Gotta drop it and move.
Senhores, é uma verdadeira guerra.
South! They're coming from the south!
Gotta get to another platform.
Devolva minha arma. Ah, eu não dou conta. Cadê? Chega.
Time to go.
Errou.
Don't want to be here when that hits.
Peguei.
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
Ah, eu usei plantinha medicinal.
Raise arms again! West!
Não acaba, gente.
It's taking a shot at me.
Ah, meu traje. Ai, essa máquina miserável. Eu vou acabar com você aqui agora. Mais outro? Mano, isso daqui já é demais. Ai, que merda. Ah, Hades.
Aloy! Aloy! Aloy!
Tab?
By all mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, were they...
No, wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Tab. I've gotta go.
Eita! Santa destruição! Pior que eu queria ver se tinha tudo que eu não peguei naquela hora, eu não pego mais. Caraca, velho. Malditas máquinas. Ah, é pra lá mesmo que eu tenho que ir. Ele nem deixa, ó. As armas aqui. Por isso. Epa! O que você tem pra mim?
Take the fight to the spire end. Meridian will hold, or my marks of honor mean nothing.
Pra cá? acho que eu não peguei caco no perna longa que eu matei ali atrás. Tô pegando os cabos aqui, que é um recurso que eu acabo utilizando bastante com algumas flechas. Opa.
It's begun. Hades is transmitting.
Não, merda. Realmente devora biomassa. Caraca.
If Hades has started the signal, it must have gotten through the defenses. Nora, Aaron's vanguard. I have to get up there. Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. Knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
As pontes foram destruídas. Tem final de estágio mesmo de jogo. Pra cá. Lembrei do final do primeiro Tomb Raider do reboot. Você tem que escalar mal a Arizona. Galera, vocês também.
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well, you can see that. We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
It's my fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right? Right.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
I should stock up. Last chance.
Eu não acho que eu vou precisar de tudo isso. Eu vou vender boa parte depois. Ah não, não é por aqui, é por onde? Puta merda. Aê.
Arrival of Entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. calculations are precise. Presence of entity has been accounted for.
Ah! Eu tenho 12 minutos. Ai, meu sargentinho. Ai, meu traje, caramba. Pega fogo, pega fogo, pega fogo, pega fogo, pega fogo. Ai, cara.
Intensify aggression.
Be ready, Aloy! They're chasing you!
Intensificar a agressão? Tempinho ainda. Caraca, eu jurava que eu tinha tirado.
Time enough to beat the machine.
aggression.
Aloy! Don't let them overrun you!
Ai, caramba! Rapazes.
Time enough to beat the machine.
Que loucura! Não ia dar pra montar a armadilha aqui mesmo, não. E eu ia tomar dano da armadilha.
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
Master override armed. To activate state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Aê! Eu não deixarei essa lança aí.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
As flores metálicas ficam no espaço exatamente assim. Galera, pisado em alguns momentos, mas essencial. Foi muito legal o jogo. Eu não acredito nem que enfim, eu cheguei ao fim da jornada. Eu comecei o jogo muito tempo atrás, só pra mim mesmo, com uma certa relutância, porque eu ficava mesclando o tempo entre meu Play 3 e meu Play 4. Eu queria jogar outros jogos do Play 3 antes de jogar o Horizon. Aí eu falei, não, vou jogar. Comecei um pouco da história. Aí eu cheguei no Clayton na época que eu tava no Binary, falei, posso jogar em live? Ele, não, pode, joga os fins de semana e tal. E eu joguei e por toda a jornada que começou meses atrás, teve contrapontos que eu não pude estar continuando, eu tive que dar umas pausas no jogo, alguns problemas. E enfim, meses depois, um pouquinho mais de atenção, eu cheguei aqui, terminei e foi satisfatório. Eu queria mostrar esse jogo para algumas outras pessoas, não só aqui em live, mas pessoas importantes para mim. E eu espero um dia poder mostrar. Mas foi muito válido. E agora é esperar um tempo que eu puder jogar o Forbidden West. E eu espero que vocês estejam aí comigo quando eu tiver essa oportunidade. Vou dar aqui, puxar SH do Diegão, né, do Simulação Geek. Parceirão aí, comentou até um pouquinho aí no início da live. O Kirito, né, porque o Kirito joga Genshin. Ele tá sempre aí apoiando também. E a Lari, minha amigona que tá recentemente jogando Shadow of Tomb Raider. Claro, a casa onde tudo começou, né? Vai nerds. Eu tô levemente emocionado. Bom, ele já mostra aí The Frozen Wilds, mas eu não joguei, então isso daqui seria os créditos. Pular. Não mexe.
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think?
Ai, Silence.
Let's begin.
Mas algo que o Silence falou é verdade. Tem algo além que não foi revelado ainda. Tipo, o que corrompeu Hades, o que transformou tudo. Mas isso eu entendo que é pro Forbidden West. Só não veio o troféu de platina agora porque eu ainda não liberei todas as habilidades. Eu liberei todas as Frozen Wilds. Porque eles acrescentam a árvore, né? Já no jogo. Falta uma habilidade só. Parabéns por derrotar Hades e proteger o sonho da Gaia, de uma terra renovada. A situação do mundo foi restaurada para antes da missão sombra iminente, antes da batalha final por Meridiana. Você mantém todos os saques e experiência obtidos até agora. Além disso, o novo jogo mais, o New Game Plus, foi desbloqueado, oferecendo a opção de jogar novamente desde o começo com todos os itens e habilidades acumulados até agora. Seu inventário e habilidades atuais foram salvos no inventário do New Game Plus. Para jogar nesse modo, basta escolher a opção New Game Plus no menu principal. Você também pode criar novos jogos salvos por meio do menu de pausa do jogo. Obrigado por jogar, equipe de Horizon. Agora todo o ambiente está renovadinho. Que bom. E eu só tenho um pontinho de habilidade. A partir disso, Aí entendi. Tipo, eu terminei o jogo. Acabou. Só que aí, ele sempre, se eu sempre quiser reviver a batalha, vamos dizer assim, ele voltou para um estágio antes. Mas como eu já fiz isso, a partir de agora o foco é Frozen Wilds. Então, a partir de agora essa se torna a minha missão principal. Antes de ir, eu vou pegar só umas plantinhas medicinais. Aí, com o fim do game também, o que fica além do Frozen Wilds é completar o diário. O que era de história de missão eu peguei, mas aí tem os textos de mundo, além agora dos textos de Frozen Wilds. Esse se torna meu foco agora. Eu vou ter que dar uma boa mexida no inventário em breve. Fazer as alterações necessárias, né? Tirar algumas coisas por outras. Eu só acho umas plantas medicinais, só isso.
Never know when I might need these.
Acho o resto no meio do caminho. Então eu já vou deixar ali no Frozen Wilds encaminhado. Lembrando, né, amanhã a live é Genshin. É a última live pré-atualização. Então domingo eu não vou jogar Genshin, talvez eu venha com Horizon já no Frozen Wilds, vou ver. Sábado tem Spider-Man, a gente tá progredindo bem no game. Por fora tem um jeito de fazer um pouco de alguns dos desafios do Taskmaster, tem que fazer todos, né? E ainda tentar bater uma meta decente. Eu tô achando bem chatinho por ser repetitivo, mas uma hora a gente chega lá. Aí eu já tô vendo os próximos jogos pra colocar tanto no lugar do Horizon quando ele acabar, quanto do Spider-Man. O do lugar do Horizon vai ser The Last of Us. Eu tava comentando, né, minhas resistências de jogar ele antes de terminar alguns de PS3. E um era o The Last of Us. Só que eu acabei ganhando. Primeiro eu ganhei o The Last of Us remasterizado PS4, então por ser remasterizado eu não ia ter que me preocupar, né, em comprar o do PS3. Mas o que eu ganhei tava riscado, tinha um risco. Aí eu falei, não, eu compro. Aí eu comprei junto com o Spider-Man. Acabei comprando pro PS4 também. Tô no caminho. Ah, é, morri de fome, gente. Eu lembro quando eu vim na ruína daqui. O caminho que eu tenho que ir adiante é... Eu esqueci que não dava pra ir a galope. Vamos lá. Opa. O que eu peguei? Vou ter que começar a deixar galho de rio já. Infelizmente eles não viram cacos. Pera. Inventário, recursos. Carne dá pra vender, mas... Mas eu não posso mexer muito no momento. Ah, dá pra desmontar a carne. Legal. Eu preciso de mais cabos. Tem alguma lente repetida? Coração também não, né?
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your task.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future. Or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
Grato. Devo encarar que o Frozen Wilds é antes do...
Stocking up? Full already.
Nova máquina. Incinerante. Conversão Epsilon. Eu não tenho essa conversão. Saqueza congelamento.
This one's a new predator. I can see the heat coming off it.
Eita! Que caralho é isso? Ai, caraca. O caminho para os Frozen Wilds não tá tão fácil assim. Onde que eu vim? Senhor! Deixa eu só ver de novo essa máquina demoníaca. Mas que caralhos é isso? Não basta ser incinerante, ele ainda tem... Que bosta, né? O que é lá essa praga? Bom, não interessa, morreu. Eu não lembro nem de onde eu vim. Daqui mesmo. Que bela recepção. Só vi um negócio chegando, não sabe o que fazer. Ó, vamos lá. É aqui o caminho, né? Onde veio tamanha praga. Ah, que fofura. Só pra eu ter certeza. Ah, eu fiz o caminho mais difícil. Que divertido.
Keep that for later.
A aurora boreal é bonita, mas isso daqui tá me irritando.
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
Ah. É uma recepção pra mim. Tem uma vilinha ali. Nossa, o pescoção dessa região tá longe, mas dá pra ter uma noção da área. Legal.
I can't feel much of anything in this.
Ha! You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
Guardinhas pro... Não dá pra escalar ali. E nem eu foco agora.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
Que receptivas.
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too. What's it for?
The smoke from the mountain is worse today. A bad omen for the ritual. The young hunters have learned a lesson from
I do not think that our hunter's blood is on Aratak's hands. He led them to a great challenge. That is all. To be unique is to know that.
Must be something big going on. Most of the
How
village
long
is
will
moving
Araya
towards
stay
that
in
smoke.
retreat, out in the wilds?
Opa!
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrin, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors.
Caraca.
Lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Aquilo é meio eletrônico, né? Lá no fundo.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky, and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the demon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and demons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought that Crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid? Don't believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed him.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Warwicks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Warwicks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Warwick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this still-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Aurea. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Borgia. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this Damon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Aurea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rafts. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if
Cuts
Aratak
like a
could tell me
Banuk,
more about Aurea
but
or
I've
Thunderstorm.
heard the Nora can handle
Maybe
their
worth a
bows.
shot.
It's a pleasure to see you.
Aí começa a surgir as missões. Ou então... É uma só? Não, tem mais de uma. Missões surgindo. Esse...
Machines. They will challenge us. The hunt brought them back.
Deep in. Silenced by rising waters.
Comerciante brilhinho azul.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small, it was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banukai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside, Banukai discovered the blue light bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring. You bid me come, she said. My people need aid. Will you provide it? The machines whispered to Banukai. We go where the light goes. For we are its chosen vessels. There is darkness in your heart. It cannot hold the light for long. Carry it to your people if you must. But the cost will be great. Banukai waded into the pool. The light reared like a nest of snakes and struck Banukai, piercing her skin, filling her up. Banukai did not scream, though she was in agony. Banukai did not collapse, though her limbs shook. She climbed from the pool and carried the light inside her. She marched toward home and the machines marched behind her. As she walked, the light struggled to push its way out of her, but the machines were there to aid her. She sewed her body shut with their cables, patched herself with their metal, and kept the light within. When she arrived, the forces of the ravenous tribe had surrounded the camp. Although the light had left her with 1,000 wounds, Bannakai charged. And because she held the light, the machines followed. The ravenous tribe killed many, but those in camp rushed to join the battle. They gathered pieces of the fallen machines and from them fashioned weapons. And it was with these that Bannakai's people repaid the suffering the ravenous tribe had wrought upon them. When quiet descended, Bannakai finally fell. The machines bowed their heads, and her Werak wept. The light she'd held within her drifted from her wounds and rose to the sky. And for just a moment, before life left her, Bannakai knew the truth of the blue light. And she felt peace. We remember Bannakai, the first to crawl from the cave beneath the world, brought the machines to us. When we speak the name of our tribe, we remember her. And we will not forget. We remember Bannakai, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small. It was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Bannakai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Bannakai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind her, great calm. Are you surviving with it?
Opa! Oi, Lari! Ei, Lari, terminei a campanha principal e tô fazendo agora a iniciei, né, o mapa da DLC.
Quite a view you've got up here.
It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter.
Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments.
Eu preciso de mais 2 pontos de habilidade pra pegar a última habilidade e platinar o jogo. E aí eu vou conseguir fazendo a DLC, né? Então, isso aí. Aí eu só tô vendo isso daqui, vou salvar. Que aí a partir da próxima live eu já vou focar na DLC.
Have you always been a painter?
I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banur. Up there the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
Ah, aí sim, Lari. Opa! Ossos de texto. Putz. Bode. Ah, que legal. Eu vou precisar matar texugo e bodezinho. Que beleza.
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them?
Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but,
You want to know what they mean? That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are called to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door.
Do the machines listen to the call?
I don't know. Others, like mine, are called to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy.
And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough. I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward. But I'd reward you as well.
Muito bem. Bom saber. Desci ali na fogueira. Ó, 3 horas aí, quase 10 minutos de live. Estou num local novo. Deixa eu só ver se... Eu tenho um pouquinho só de brilho azul, então não posso trocar. Eu peguei numas caixas em meridiana. Deixa eu entender o que que eu consigo. Oh. Esse arco deve ser bem mais potente. Se for mais potente que os arcos que eu tenho. Eu vou precisar de brilhinho azul mesmo. Ah, ainda bem que eu guardei umas resinas e uns cristais. Interessante. Olha quanto de caco que eu tenho. Os mapinhas. Vou pegar por enquanto o que dá pra pegar. Ai, gente. Eu devia vender algumas coisas, mas eu vou fazer isso outra hora.
Water lapping on lit stone.
Próximo passo é, na verdade, vir aqui. Vamos salvar. Salva aí. Galerinha, valeu aí quem acompanhou, quem tá vendo o replay. Muito obrigado mesmo. Amanhã tem Genshin Impact. No sábado, Spider-Man. Domingo, a programação da semana já vai estar aí nas redes sociais e na Twitch. Então é só ficar de olho. Valeu, Lade, valeu por ter acompanhado, pelo lurk aí. Valeu todo mundo. Então é isso. Amanhã eu estou de volta. E domingão eu já tenho o calendário da próxima semana, beleza? Valeu. Não esquece de seguir as redes sociais aí. É nóis, Lari. Esquece de olhar o painel aí, as informações, tá tudo aí. Tem os links. Vocês podem estar dando uma passadinha lá e pegando mais informações, beleza? Valeu aí a todos, muito obrigado e até a próxima live.